Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Tia. I am an intuitive empath, a claircognizant, clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant. I carry the violet flame of healing, and I was guided here to YouTube starting at the beginning of the year to offer my gifts and service to you as you move along your pathway here in this reality. So I'm really excited to invite you to the channel. If you've stopped in before, glad to have you back. If you're new, great to have you for the first time. I hope that I can be helpful to you. So, as I said in the first couple of videos I've done, I'm running a little behind. I've been pressured by my guides over the last few days to get here because it's been since early February that I did the last readings on YouTube. And March, we're already the 3rd today. So want to bring these messages forward to you to help you through the month of March. These messages are timeless, so it doesn't matter when you're perceiving these messages. Whenever you receive any guidance, any information, it is always coming to you at the exact moment you're meant to receive them. So let's go ahead and jump in. This is for Taurus, and I have been guided to pull from the Lightworker Oracle deck to begin with. So what messages does the Oracle have for Taurus at this present time, Spirit? And typically I read from the book. It has so many beautiful insights and prayers, but today I was told just to read intuitively. So what does the Oracle have for Taurus, Spirit? And we have the Merkaba, spiritual protection. Beautiful. There's a little glare there. Okay, so, wow, I'm getting, all right. So I'm getting that for some of you, you may not be aware of what the Merkaba is. So the Merkaba is the energetic vehicle that houses our spiritual self in this reality. So we are divine, limitless, eternal beings having temporary human experiences. And the Merkaba is our energetic force field. It carries our kundalini, our life force energy, which activates this human skin that we're in. And so the message here with this card is that energy, if you can focus on this, there's a terrible, there we go. That being there, you see at the bottom meditating, she's surrounded by this energetic field, this bubble that she's in. That is your Merkaba, your aura, so to speak. And that particular energetic field provides you with protection in this reality, whether you know it or not. And the message is that you are protected, that you are protected by that energetic field, which is, you know, something of a force field that reflects things that are not meant for you. And I'm getting that it does its best work when we are engaging with it in a conscious way. And that there may be a need for you to work more with your energetic field, to clear negative energies that are coming from within you due to experiences you're having in the earth plane, but that there are also energies that attach to us that are not us, that are external energies. These are energetic hitchhikers and parasites. I am being told to suggest to you to seek out an energetic healer, a spiritual healer who has more insight and wisdom and experience with working with these entities and with the Merkaba, so that you can gain more information and insight and understanding about what this is and how you can best work with it. This is also a card that's about, you know, your divine protection and divine guidance. And do you see how there's this being up here, and that there's this light that's coming down, and it's coming through this figure's crown chakra, and it's connecting to these force fields here. This is your highest self, right? This is your soul. This is yourself as the divine, limitless being that is guiding your human self here in this reality. And that highest self always has your best interests at mind, and it is always guiding you and protecting you from things that are not meant for you. And that self is connected to all of divinity. And so we all have this team of spiritual help around us. Angels, guides, ascended masters, ancestors, saints, and other benevolent energies, 5D and higher, that are part of our team, our angelic team. And they're all here guiding you and protecting you. So this is very much a message about protection. Okay, let's get more about that. Ooh. Let's go here. All right, Spirit, for Taurus, let's get more information about those initial messages brought forth from the Oracle for Taurus. Tell us more. Tell us more about where they are right now, Spirit. Seven of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Swords. We're going to check that reversal. Okay. Yeah, we're going to keep it in reverse. All right, so makes sense with this protection card coming out. So one of the things that you're confronting right now, Taurus, are illusions, are deceptions. And that there is something inside you that is being triggered, that understands that there are deceptions at play here in your physical reality. You're starting to confront things in this physical reality and see the strings I'm hearing. You're starting to see how this reality is a construct, that maybe there are things there that you didn't see before. And I'm hearing that you're becoming very aware of the sleight of hand, in the magic trick. Your magic is great, it's entertaining, it's wondrous, it's awe-inspiring, but ultimately when it comes down to it, magic is a trick of illusion. And you are, I'm hearing, slowly starting to perceive that this reality is an illusion. And then we have the Hierophant, which is all about traditions and spirituality. It can also be about marriage and committed relationships. We're going to pull some clarifiers to get a little bit more information. But the first message that came out was about tradition. And I'm hearing, connected to the Seven of Cups, this the illusions you're starting to perceive. You're starting to question the traditions that you've embraced and held very closely in your life here in this physical reality. You're starting to question concepts, customs, ways of being, belief systems. And then the Ace of Swords. This is, you're embarking on a new cycle. There's a lot of movement happening in your mental space, and the divine is bringing in an offering for you in the physical. This can be in the form of communication. I'm also hearing opportunity to take a new action. But that all of this is triggering movement in how you think about life on this planet, in the physical plane. Let's clarify these, Spirit. the Four of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Lovers. We are going to check these reversals. I'm getting more resonance with it in reverse, although I did get some as I moved it upright, but I'm getting so much more in reverse. And then okay, I'm more resonance. We're going to take the Lovers upright. Okay. All right. So as far as the illusions that you're perceiving, the deceptions that you're becoming sort of awoken to, you're being made aware of, that those sleight of hand tricks are connected to your relationships. I am getting that for some of you, this is very specific to a marriage or a committed partnership. And that for those where it is, for those of you that where it is connected to a marriage or committed partnership, that there is some deception at play, and that you're starting to see through those facades, that you're starting to question if this is the right partnership for you. I am hearing the word hurt, that you've been deceived, and then it's caused some hurt and pain. I'm getting it for others of you where it's not necessarily a relationship of the romantic nature, that this is about just illusions in your familial connections. And I'm hearing friendship connections that are like family. You know, the Four of Wands can be about family. And that because of these deceptions you've experienced with these individuals, that those experiences are really triggering something inside you that is causing you to really question your belief systems, your traditions, your customs. You know, the Hierophant can be also about marriage. And then with the Lovers here as well. That's a strong confirmation for some of you. This is a marriage or a committed partnership where there has been some deception involved, and that is really causing you to question the institution of marriage. I'm hearing the traditions surrounding that. I'm hearing like brought up in the church, and what you think and feel about marriage, about faith, about spirituality. The Eight of Wands in reverse. So yeah, this is about, this is an energy about entanglement. And this is something that is really challenging you right now because these are your belief systems. This is what you've been led to believe. You're first, you know, some of you brought up in the church or just with your belief systems, your belief paradigms, and that because of your experiences in your marriage and your partnerships with family, that you're really questioning what you've held to be true, your values. It's causing you to be upset. It's creating stress and anxiety. You're finding yourself suddenly entangled in these beliefs. You're questioning them. Okay, and then the Lovers to clarify the Ace of Swords. So I am getting that you're getting communication. Receiving, I'm hearing, so you are receiving communication from a partner, from a romantic partnership. Again, whether you're married or you're just in a long-term commitment. Perhaps it is this deception, you know, perhaps something has been revealed recently that is causing her in pain, that's causing you to question. I am getting for some of you that maybe what has been communicated is that this is a connection that is no longer working for that individual. I'm getting for others of you that they have revealed some dishonesty in the relationship on their part, that they have revealed their own deceptions in the ways that they were deceiving you. I'm hearing for some of you that there is a relationship that is coming undone, that is dissolving, and that is this new cycle that you're in. I am hearing gift. And you know, the Ace of Swords, see this hand coming in from this cloud. This is about a divine offering. You know, this is about new beginnings. New beginnings can be blessings in so many ways, and typically they are. Doesn't mean that they are easy, but Spirit is wanting you to understand that though confronting deceptions related to family and loved ones, and despite confronting your belief systems and what you've always held to be true, that this is a blessing being brought in for you. They're bringing me back to this oracle card, that despite what's happening right now in the physical, you are protected. You're going to be okay. Okay. Oh, I am so, I just want to say I'm so sorry, because that is such hard, painful stuff to confront. And I understand it. I understand. I'm recently divorced, you know, within these last 3 years. I left a marriage and got divorced, and it is an upheaval. It certainly is, but I have weathered the storm, and I've come out on the other end, and there's a lot of opportunity in this shift. And I do want to encourage you to take the message. You are safe. You are protected. You will get through this. Okay? A reminder that your highest self is guiding you through this. Okay? All right, Spirit. Let's, okay, where are we going here, Spirit? We're going to focus on guidance for you. In the last couple of readings that I was pulling cards for fear, but you are obviously going through some challenges, so we're going to start pulling for guidance, because it's going to come through. Judgment, the Page of Pentacles, we'll check that, and the 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands. No, yep, 8 of Wands. Check these. We're going to leave that. And we're going to leave this as well. Okay. All right. So, guidance for you, Taurus. A decision has been made or needs to be made. I'm getting for some of you, the decision is being made by the other party in this relationship. And for others of you, it's been left to you to make the decision. Okay, so I am getting a stronger message that for many of you, there is a need for you. Perhaps a lot of this information, the deception and betrayal, all of this stuff has been dropped in your lap very suddenly, and that you haven't yet maybe communicated your experience of all this, you know, or at least in the aftermath. I'm hearing that maybe you have not been offering any communication because you're shell-shocked and still digesting what has happened. And that there is some energy around like a pressure to make this decision, a pressure to communicate your thoughts and feelings. And Spirit is letting you know you don't have to offer anything that you're not ready to. You don't have to be forced into a situation where you're communicating when you're still processing and in a place of hurt and pain. I am getting that for some of you, there's still a fair amount of anger and that you don't want to. You don't want to communicate about this. You don't want to offer any forgiveness. You don't want to see the blessing in the situation. That is completely understandable. And the message I'm getting first and foremost, especially with this Eight of Wands in reverse, is that you do not have to take any action at this present time. I'm hearing blindsided. You are still digesting. You are still processing. It's causing a lot of upheaval. I mean, going back to this Hierophant card, the fact that it's this situation with this partnership is causing you to question everything you believe, everything you know about marriage, about love, about your commitment to God. You know, that is a lot of upheaval. And the message I'm getting is that you do not have to make any sudden movements. You don't have to express anything that you're not ready to express. This is about listening to your feelings, listening to your guidance. If you don't feel it, you don't have to make that offer. You don't have to make that decision. In fact, we shouldn't, right? We shouldn't make these kinds of decisions or speak from a place of hurt and pain, confusion, upheaval. We could cause unnecessary harm to ourselves and others. So I'm getting, it's okay. It's okay to rest. It's okay to distance. It's okay to be alone with your thoughts. You don't have to communicate anything that you're not ready to speak. Okay, Spirit, let's get some clarification for this. The Two of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep those reversals here. Yeah, so Two of Swords is about making a decision, being at a crossroads, but it's an energy about trust. It's not an energy about action. Swords can be about action and communication, but do you see how these swords are tied in the middle? Now, this is a confirmation of a marriage, of being bound and contracted in the physical with another person. But yes, the overarching message here is to trust where you are. You don't have to make any sudden movements. You don't have to make any communication that you're not ready to make. And the guidance here is to trust that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. I know that that's not what you're going to want to hear right now. But to trust yourself. To trust that you are being guided, that you're not alone in this. Okay. You have your team of angels and guides. You also have your life force around you. It is protecting you. And that actually, they're drawing me back to this for a reason. This is a time to take time for yourself And that as you do that, your thoughts and feelings will become more clear, and you will solidify and enhance this protective shield around you, because you will be raw. You are raw, I'm hearing. Bewildered. I'm hearing terrified. And when we are in that place, we do not want to make any decisions. We don't have to speak from that place. In fact, it's suggested that we don't. The Wheel of Fortune, again, that this is the end of a cycle. End of the stage of your life journey. The new one hasn't started yet. You don't have to make an offering until the time is right. And by offering, I mean, you know, the Page of Pentacles is an energy that's about making an offer, communicating an offer of some type in the physical. It's not the time for that. This is a time, the Wheel of Fortune also speaks to life and death cycles. And Anubis is the Egyptian god of the dead, right? Death is part of the human experience, the death of human beings and our lives, but also the death of relationships, the death of jobs, the death of phases of life. You're at a place where something is falling away, something is dying. When people die, we give ourselves opportunity and time to grieve, to mourn, to cry. It's not the time for dividing assets. It's not the time for drawing up custody plans. It's not the time for offering forgiveness. If that's what's being asked, you may be getting that request from this person, you know, please forgive me. Right now, there's a very strong message of taking care of yourself, being true to your feelings, and trusting what is arising, whatever that is. And yeah, you're not in a balanced place. You know, the Two of Pentacles is about balance, but this is in reverse. To clarify that, 8 of Wands, this is not a time for taking action. You're very imbalanced. You've just, my God, this is a lot. That's a lot for anyone to have to sift through. It's logical that you are not balanced, and it's okay to be in that place. We're not always going to be balanced in the physical reality as a human being. In fact, there's a great deal about the human experience that's about being in a place of imbalance and learning how to be in that place to heal, to glean the lessons that we need to, so that we can process hurt and pain and change and let it go and be able to move forward with more balance into the next stage of the journey. But you can't do that until it's time, until you're ready. So I'm hearing take the load off. And if you're being pressured by this other person, you can communicate that you're not ready, that you're not there. And that when you are, you will offer communication. You will sit down to make decisions and choices, but you're not there yet. And it's okay to be in that place. All right, Spirit, final guidance for Taurus. Excuse me. Hearing that for some of you, you're putting on a brave face as you continue to move through the physical reality. You know, no matter what happens in our personal relationships, we still have jobs to show up to. We still have children we need to show up for. and that you're putting on a brave face, and that there may be a need for you to have some alone time so that you can cry and so that you cannot be brave, so that you can feel your feelings. Yep, there it is, the Three of Water, the Father, and the Queen of Earth. Final guidance for you, Taurus, is to let go of expectations for yourself and for others, including this partner, including this person. Feeling your feelings so that they don't trap you, right? If we don't allow ourselves to process our emotions, to experience them, to let them happen, they will bind you. And they will make moving forward through this time so much harder. So let go of any constraints you have related to that. It's okay to put on a brave face, but you're also human. So if some of your feelings starts to come through, that's okay. That's okay. The Father. Okay, I am getting a couple of different messages here. I'm getting that for some of you, there's a strong desire to reach out to your dad for comfort, for validation and reassurance. And if that is what you're feeling, then by all means, reach out to your father. And then for others of you, I'm getting the message that you miss your dad. Perhaps your dad has passed on from this reality. And I'm being guided back to this card and that spiritual team you have. If your father has passed on and you're feeling just a strong need for his presence, he's here with you. Right? They're always with us. We're typically not conscious of it. And so the message is to reach out to your father figure, reach out to your dad, whether he's here in this reality or passed on. Ask him and the rest of your spiritual team for guidance, for whatever it is that you need, for clarity, for strength. I'm hearing, I'm getting this very big knot in my throat right now, like that you're choking back the tears. You're really trying to hold it together, and that maybe there's a need here for your dad because, yeah, when we're small and we need to cry, we go to our parents, and it's okay to cry because they provide the comfort when we're crying. And perhaps that figure isn't here now, but that the guidance is to reach out spiritually, to reach out by phone if your father figure, and I'm getting parent, this could also just be a mother, to reach out and communicate how you're feeling, and that will help you to let go of the flood dam. I'm hearing that, I get it. Sometimes I am someone, I have a hard time crying when I feel it kind of coming up inside me. And sometimes it's only by being in the energetic field of someone who is safe to express my feelings to, that my ego will allow me to feel this. And it's because of I have been in the past someone who has suppressed my feelings. And so sometimes I need that other person to be with me in order for them to surface. The Queen of Earth, so final guidance, is a message that you're going to be okay in this reality. I am hearing that there are some fears about how are you going to maintain stability as you move through this shift and change. I mean, the cards are on the table. There's a partnership that's coming to an end, whether it's a marriage, and I'm getting that's a strong message. So for many of you, it's a marriage, but for some of you, it's just a long-term committed partnership that's ending right now. And the message is that you will be abundant, you will be stable, you will be able to pay the bills. There may be challenges as you proceed forward with this, but that you are going to be okay in this earth plane, despite what is happening here with this situation. Have faith in that. Have faith in yourself, I'm hearing, is the Queen of Earth. I'm hearing that you are a very powerful, abundant person, that you have manifested stability and security for yourself previously, that you can do it again, that you will rise again. You are a queen. The Queen of Earth is also an independent energy. You will be able to hold your family together. I'm hearing you as it relates to your children. And to be this powerful being, to be this queen in the physical reality again. Release your fears and doubts as it relates to that. And trust. You know, this Two of Swords card. Trust. Trust that everything is going to be okay. I know it doesn't feel like that right now, but it will be. Oh, Taurus, my love. I am sending you so much love and light and compassion as you move through this very, very difficult time. I hope to get back before the spring equinox. If I do not, until the next time I see you, I'm with you. I'm with you in spirit. I've walked through this before, but if my experience has anything to offer, you will be okay. You will. I love you, and I hope to see you again.